Today's lesson is about the past continuous tense. We are going to do this step by step. Keep watching because later I have something special to give you that will really help you understand how this tense is used in real life. My name's Arnel. Let's start. Grammar basics. Subject, was or were plus verb ing. I was studying, you were yawning. Yawn is when you do that. That's yawning. He was running. She was sleeping. It was working. We were joking. They were complaining. You can see you can really use any ing verb. How do we form the negative? It's easy. Just add not. I was not studying. You were not yawning. Let's make this natural and contract. He wasn't running. She wasn't sleeping. It wasn't working. We weren't joking. They weren't complaining. Let's move on to the question form. Simple, right? Was, were, plus subject, verb, ing. Was I studying? Were you yawning? Was he running? Was she sleeping? And you know the rest. Okay, I have 4 sentences here for you. Let's do the first one together. The dog was barking. Bark is this sound. The dog wasn't barking. Was a dog barking? I want you to complete the next 3 sentences. And in sentence 3, if someone honks their horn, it's the sound. Pause the lesson. Tess was looking at you. Tess wasn't looking at you. Was Tess looking at you? The truck was honking its horn. The truck wasn't honking its horn. Was the truck honking its horn? My mom was playing chess. My mom wasn't playing chess. Was my mom playing chess? Grammatical structures done. That's kind of the boring part. Let's move on to why we use the past continuous. First, I want to start with the present continuous. You see my timeline, and I have present, now. Now I am talking to you. You are listening to me. It is raining all now. Let's move this idea to the past. Let's choose the period 3 p.m. At 3 p.m., I was cleaning. During this period, I was cleaning. Last summer, my kids were learning how to surf. During that period, my kids were learning how to surf. I called you at 9 last night. You didn't answer your phone. 9 o'clock, I was sleeping. This is true. I go to bed really, really early. By 9, I'm out. You can see we use the past continuous when we are describing an action over a period of time. 3 p.m. Last summer, 9 o'clock. Do we always need to say that period? No, sometimes it's already clear. Why did you leave the party early? My stomach was hurting, so I decided to leave. In this case, it's clear we mean at some point during the party. And the pronunciation of this word is stomach. K-k-k sound. Stomach. I want you to think about this question for yourself. What were you doing yesterday at 6 p.m.? Let me know in the comments. Simultaneous actions. Yep, sometimes we can have multiple actions happening at the same time. In your grammar books, you might see the phrase simultaneous actions. This means at the same time. Simultaneous. Simultaneous. I was cooking while my son was doing his homework. Simple. We were both doing this at the same time. Tim and I were working while you and Jack were doing nothing. While I was trying to sleep, my roommate was playing really loud music. Notice here I used while to connect two actions. This can be in the middle position or at the beginning. Both are perfect. Do I always need while? No. My computer was doing an update and it was making this really weird sound. The plane was pitching. The plane was pitching because we were flying through a storm cloud. So, while is super common, but there are other options. Just remember two or more action at the same time. Simultaneous. Okay, early in this lesson, I said, later, I have something special to give you that will really help you understand how this tense is used in real life. Let me show you. I put together a list of past continuous examples from different TED Talks. What's a TED Talk? TED Talks are educational or motivational speeches. I give you the link to the talk and the past continuous examples so you can watch and listen to this grammar in context. The link to download this PDF is in the video description. TED Talks use advanced English, and it was really easy for me to find examples of the past continuous because they are so common. Today's lesson is about basic, step-by-step grammar, but my PDF will give you real-life examples in context. That's always really helpful. So don't forget to download this before you leave YouTube today. The past continuous is an interrupted action. This is what usually happens. Past continuous, the background action, past simple, the main action. Let's do a few examples. Ryan was walking down Elm Street when he slipped. The past continuous is interrupted by the past simple. What does interrupted mean? That's an important word. It means something stops another action. Maybe this interruption stops it forever, or maybe the action continues after. That's not really important. The context will tell you. Just remember that there was an interruption. I was talking to my boss when my husband came into the room dancing. You can see the first action is interrupted by the second action. We were filming the giraffes when one of them hit the other one. We see an interruption there. That was a surprise. Past continuous when past simple. Past continuous when past simple. Past continuous when past simple. Yes, we can change things around. That doesn't matter. When past simple, past continuous. When Ryan slipped, he was walking down Elm Street. That also works. In all of my examples, the past simple is the more interesting, important action. It gives you the main information. The past continuous is just the background. I want to put this idea into a conversation So you really see what I mean. Oh my God, what happened? I was walking down Elm Street and I slipped and twisted my ankle. You can see the past simple is the main focus. We can remove the past continuous and the conversation is still clear. What happened? I slipped and twisted my ankle. Now imagine we remove the past simple. Oh my God, what happened? I was walking down Elm Street. You can see it doesn't work. It's just the background. Let's do 3 more examples. I was driving down Maple Street when a cat ran out in front of me. My kids were playing hockey outside when I called them in for dinner. Everyone was having a good time when Jess and Adrian started arguing. There's a clear interruption. If a cat runs in front of your car, you stop driving. Usually, the kids stop playing. People stop having a good time. With all tenses in English, the rules are not set in stone. If something is set in stone, it means you cannot change it. Like it's literally pushed into a stone. So here's an example. I was living in France when I heard the news. Does this person stop living in France now? We don't know. Is there an interruption? Not really. Just remember the past continuous and past simple are usually together. The past continuous is the background and the past simple is the main information. Mini review. During a period. At 12 o'clock, we were sitting by the pool. Simultaneous actions. We were sitting by the pool while the kids were swimming. It's very common to use while here. We were sitting by the pool when I got splashed. Here, it's very common to use when for an interruption. Okay, you know the past continuous is the background. This is really common when people want to tell a story and they want to give you the mood, the feeling before they begin the main story. If the past continuous were a person, he'd be the storyteller because he always wants to give you the mood of the story. It was a dark and cold winter morning. The snow was falling. The wind was howling. And everyone was inside sleeping. But not Rob Heffernan. He wasn't sleeping. He knew something no one else knew. Okay, the past continuous is giving us the mood of the story, just like a storyteller. Why don't I say it was being a dark and cold morning? Or he was knowing something? We're describing something over a period of time, right? Simultaneous actions? If you've been watching my series on the tenses, you know that we do not normally use stative verbs in continuous tenses. What are stative verbs? Stative verbs show us our thoughts or emotions. Know, believe, understand, like, hate. I was knowing? She was understanding? Here, use past simple. I knew. She understood. You can watch my full explanation on stative verbs in the present continuous part of this series. Right! Don't forget to download your PDF of real-life examples. I hope this lesson helped you with the past continuous. Keep watching my series on the tenses. My next video on the past perfect is coming out very soon. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye!